Are you selling your property? One wrong step can lead to payment disputes, legal notices, or even loss of possession. In this video, I will explain 10 important legal precautions every seller must follow. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. What legal precautions should a seller take while selling property? It is often seen that sellers make certain mistakes in haste, which later lead to payment disputes, possession disputes, income tax notices, fraud-related issues. Therefore, in this video, I am going to explain 10 important legal precautions for property sellers. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Legal Information, Law Insights. I am Advocate Mukund Mahajan. Before moving ahead, I have a humble request to you. You may scan the GPay QR code and contribute 59 rupees or 119 rupee to become a member of this channel. You may cancel the membership at any time. Your small support will help in spreading legal awareness. Now, let us move ahead to the topic. 1. Do not accept token money without an agreement. The first and most important precaution is never to accept token money or earnest money based only on verbal discussions. Without a written agreement, the buyer may later claim that the terms were different. Therefore, first finalize all terms in writing, such as total price, payment schedule, default clause, and registration date. It is safe to accept any amount only after both parties sign the agreement. 2. Do not give possession before registration. The second important precaution is not to hand over physical possession of the property before registration. In many cases, sellers give possession in good faith, but later the buyer delays payment or creates disputes. Once possession is given, it becomes legally difficult to recover it. Therefore, include a clear clause that possession will be handed over only after registered sale deed and full payment. 3. Avoid taking cheque on the day of registration. Accepting payment through cheque on the day of registration is risky because there is a possibility of cheque bounce. The safer method is to accept payment through RTGS, NEFT, or demand draft. Also ensure that the amount is credited to your account. Recording the transaction number in the sale deed is also legally advisable. 4. Confirm TDS deduction. If the property value exceeds 50 lakh rupees, the buyer is required to deduct 1% TDS. The seller must ensure that this TDS is deposited with the Income Tax Department and Form 16B is received. If the buyer fails to deposit TDS, the Income Tax Department may issue a notice to the seller in the future. Therefore, this precaution is extremely important. 5. Special care in tenant-occupied property. If the property is occupied by a tenant, it is better to get it vacated before sale. If that is not possible, clearly mention the tenancy status in the agreement. Terminate the old rent agreement legally and record the security deposit details. This protects the seller from disputes between the new owner and tenant. 6. Execute written agreement in case of default. When the buyer fails to make payment on time and seeks extension, do not rely on verbal assurances. In such situations, execute a written extension agreement. The buyer should acknowledge the default and a new timeline should be fixed. This provides legal strength to forfeit advance money in future. 7. Avoid assignment clause. Do not include a clause allowing the buyer to assign rights to a third party. This may lead to disputes with unknown persons. Therefore, always deal only with the person in whose name the final registration is to be executed. 8. Keep original documents secure. The seller should be careful while providing copies of title documents. Provide only verified copies and hand over original documents only at the time of registration. It is also necessary to obtain written acknowledgement while handing over documents to avoid future disputes. 9. Plan capital gains tax in advance. Capital gains tax may apply when property is sold. Therefore, the seller should plan in advance. Tax savings may be possible by investing under relevant provisions. Without planning, heavy tax liability may arise. 10. Verify buyer's identity. The last but very important precaution is to verify the buyer's identity. Obtain copies of PAN, Aadhaar, and other identification documents. Also ensure that written records of all payments are maintained and there are no outstanding electricity, water, or society dues on the property. Conclusion: a small mistake while selling property can lead to major legal disputes. Therefore, keeping every condition, every payment, and every stage in writing is the safest approach. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for more legal insights. I will meet you in the next video soon. Jai Hind! Jai Bharat!